What's up, traders? Matt from the Trade Brigade here doing a technical analysis on ticker symbol OCGN for Ocugen Inc. This will be more of an update since we did cover this one recently. On the left-hand side, we have the daily time frame, and on the right-hand side, the 30-minute intraday time frame. First thing we always like to do is double-check the work, see what happened on the post-trading sessions from the video, and you can clearly see our levels were respected, right? We had an area of resistance, which chopped around. This in here we used as a target, and look at that. Perfect back test and failure back down, support at that area in there. So the levels are working, right? It's not for nothing that we put these lines where we put them. Focusing on what could potentially be happening into the end of the week and or early next week, let's zoom in on the daily, just kind of see what we're dealing with here. And the structure really isn't that great. I will say we broke the triangle that we discussed, and of course made it up to the top end, hit that target around 9 and are pulling back rather aggressively, I would say, considering, it would have been much healthier to just form small body dojis up here, maybe pull back a little bit, do something like this, but really not give back as much as we have so far. So that's not really so great, especially considering we have a large upper wick off of known resistance from today's session as well. What we will do is just break out the Fibonacci's from the daily perspective, go from the low of the breakout here to the high of the breakout, see where we're trading. And what you'll of course remember that we always say on the channel is the 61.8 is the line in the sand to the downside. If you start to get candle closes underneath this area, then it starts to become a concern. But what you can see is that on today's action, we actually fought back from an open below and closed back above. So that is noteworthy. It's not the end of the world here, but I am starting to be on a higher alert that, it's not looking the greatest here inside of OCGN. Sideways consolidation and or lower is likely the potential scenario here. It's hard to recover in full bull mode from a move like this after giving back a solid percent of the gain that was made, essentially. So all things considered, the same levels are going to be in play. I would argue that the flush point is now at 768. If we take that out, looking to move lower, probably back down to our shelf at 667. Maybe this breakout point offers some support. That, just to give you a number, is going to be here at 710. So keep that in mind as well. You can see, actually, it looks like it's a little higher than that. Let me adjust that, and you can clearly see if I do something like that, that's a way better fit there at 720, simply because from the 30-minute perspective, we have range here, support, and then support to the T on that touch as well. So 720 should be on your radar for the break underneath 768. And of course, the floor is in place at 667. Not interested in this thing at all if it starts to take out this major flush point, which we've talked about in the last video we discussed. Upside targets all remain the same. You can see the levels are working. Nothing to really adjust up there. So if you enjoyed today's video or learned anything new, let me know down below in the comments section or by simply giving the video a thumbs up. Don't forget our main channel is linked in the description, and all of that being said, we wish you a green trading week.